I see good drivers, I see bad drivers, and I see drivers that don't pay attention a lot.
I like to think I'm a pretty good parker. Susie Michaels came up to me one time and just told me I was a good parker. So,
is anyone a good parker? I always, when I'm parking, sometimes I let my tires hit the little thing, you know. So sometimes I think they haven't hit it yet, and then I just press the gas, they go over, and then I go to the curb, so my car's parked way in front of where it's supposed to be.
Saw Grant pulling into a spot, and I backed out to straighten my car out, and we backed out into each other. I got a dent in the right back side of my truck. He broke his right tail light and scratched the side of his car.
I've done it in my car twice. First, I just went straight into a pole. And then the second time I backed into a wall, and then I backed into her wall this weekend.
Driving to school, and it's really bright, and so I couldn't really see much in front of me. Split second, there's a deer, pretty big. It's a big deer. It just crosses in front of my car. The old saying goes, what do you do when you are gonna hit a deer? You speed up. Hit down on the gas pedal there. And I hit it, and it just goes sprawling across the road. I'm pulled over there. I look over at the deer, and it gets up and runs off. I'm left there with my car completely messed up. We got rid of it. It was my dad's favorite car.
My car crash actually was one of the most intense and scariest life experiences I've ever had. So I was going down Mount Diablo Boulevard. The light just turned yellow, and I was like, all right, I'm coasting through the light, and I see this car out of nowhere just come through, and so I floored it, just trying to swerve out of the way, and then I just got hit. And we thought it was a hit and run because the minivan kept going down the hill, and we were like, what?
I had pulled out of school, expecting to go home. I was behind Trevor. He's pressing the gas, see the green line, he was going. Then he hit his brakes, so I hit my brakes. I was a little too close, so, I ran in the back of Trevor's car. My car is possibly totaled, but we're not quite sure. Trevor's car is fine, not even a scratch.
I was driving up a really steep hill, and then it stalled, so it just slid down the back of the driveway, and then ran into the side of a gate, and I got a pretty gnarly dent. Almost flipped over and went into someone's hill. My emergency driving skills prevented that from happening.
I'm a really bad driver. In Berkeley, I made a U-turn and was driving on the wrong way on a one-way road, and I got to an intersection, and there weren't any lights for me to turn, and I was like, that's really weird. And then people started honking at me, and it was really embarrassing. The first time that I got on the freeway, I almost hit a truck.
I go to change lanes. I don't see this black car, no headlights on, coming up on the freeway, midnight, pitch black out. I curved back and hit the middle divider.
I get my left and right mixed up sometimes, so I always forget that you can't turn left on a red light, so sometimes I do that on accident. Unprotected lefts are so confusing. I turned left and the light was green, but then cars were still coming, so I was like, what are you doing?
I got pulled over for not having my seatbelt over my chest. I got pulled over for other reasons too, but I didn't get a ticket for being pulled over.
I got a speeding ticket for going 36 and a 25 down St. Stephen's Hill. I got a parking ticket for parking in the permit zone at BART. I usually go too fast, but this time I made a conscious effort to go slow, and I got 11 points off for going under the speed limit. I really thought I passed.
I failed it. I failed the first time. I ran a red light during my test.
Yeah, I did. I missed like 7 though. The first 3 were canceled because the 4th one I failed. And then the 5th one I passed and I only missed 3. Obviously I'm a really good driver, but Jesus just doesn't want me to drive. Be safe, look out on the roads.